Welcome to Communication Q&A. I am Lauren Sergi, and this is where I take your tough speaking and communication questions and dish out a bit of advice to help you through them. Today we've got Mike writing in with a question about his speaker's bio. Hi Lauren, I've been invited to speak at an association event. Congratulations, Mike. The organizers have asked for my speaker's introduction and bio. What should I put into this? Every time I try to write something, it sounds cheesy or made up. I don't even know how long it should be. Any help would be appreciated. Thanks in advance, Mike. I love this question, Mike, because it brings up something that's tricky for a lot of us. Talking about how awesome we are without feeling gross while we do it. There's a couple reasons why something that should be simple, like writing your speaker's bio, can actually be very difficult. First up, it's often hard for us to appreciate our own skills and accomplishments because we're viewing them through our own internal lens. We know all of the work that went into them, and they often don't always seem all that impressive to us. It's that adage of us being our own worst critics. Second, most of us don't actually want to come across as if we're bragging or being arrogant. So our response is to downplay a lot of what we have accomplished in order to keep ourselves humble. But the thing is, Mike, neither of these tactics actually help your audience. A speaker's bio is a critical piece of information for them. The audience doesn't want to waste their time by listening to some hack on stage who doesn't actually know what they're talking about. And your speaker's bio is what tells them about who you are and why you are the right person to be speaking from the stage or in front of the audience about that topic. It helps establish your credibility even before you open your mouth to speak. And that's important for making a good first impression and boosting your persuasiveness. When you're writing your bio, you want to focus in on how the audience should perceive you, rather than how you perceive yourself. So take off the lens of your own experience and try to look at yourself from the audience's perspective. What parts of your experience would be most important to them? How did you come to be an expert on this topic? And trust me, if you're the speaker, you're being perceived as the expert, whether you like it or not. And what would make the audience sit up and say, wow, that's a really impressive fact about that person. I'm glad I know this. For most talks, it's going to come down to these kinds of details. Number one, your name and your title or what it is you do. 2, how many years of experience you have. This could be years of experience in your field or with the topic that you're speaking about. 3, what sort of people you work with or what kind of clients you've had. You might want to say that you've worked with certain Fortune 500 companies, or you could describe the types of people you typically help out. 4, significant accomplishments, such as honors you've received or any kind of award you've been given, books you've written, media appearances you've had, or major projects you've worked on. Have you ever been part of something really big like putting on the Olympics? Tell people about it. Or maybe it's been a smaller local event that many people in your audience are going to be familiar with. Put that in your bio. Keep the details short and always make sure they're relevant to the audience and to the topic. For example, let's say that you're a policy analyst specializing in zoning regulations and you're speaking to an engineers association. You'll definitely want to tell them about your master's degree in governmental policy, but maybe leave out that Bachelor of Arts in theater design or the fact that you're a certified yoga instructor. It's not going to matter to that audience and it isn't really pertinent to the talk that you're giving. If, on the other hand, you were speaking to an association of art educators, the theater degree and yoga instruction might suddenly become relevant again. Always ask yourself, will the audience see this fact as adding to my credibility? Is it going to help them understand my views better? Will they care about this detail from my life? If you're really stuck, ask your friends what they would put into your speaker's bio and run your bio past them for feedback. That can help you get that outsider's perspective you need. And as far as how long should it actually take someone to read out your bio, I usually aim for about 30 seconds to a minute. And there's a little trick when you're writing your bio to figure out just how long that is. When we read something that we've written ourselves, we usually speak it a little bit faster than someone else would be able to because we are really familiar with the content. So when you're reading your bio out loud and timing it to see how long it is, time how long it takes you to read it twice. That will give you about the speed that the person introducing you will be reading it at. And like I said, aim for that 30 seconds to 1 minute window. This might mean that you need to chop out a lot of information. Keep it succinct and to the point. Only the most relevant details about your life and the things that are going to interest the audience the most get to make it into that final version of your speaker's biography. Best wishes for your talk, Mike, and take pride in all of the great things that make it into your final speaker's bio. And now it's over to you. If you were writing your speaker's bio, what would you be most proud to put in? Share your comments down below. And as always, please like this video and subscribe to this channel. It helps other people find these videos and gives me some warm fuzzies as well. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to visit laurensergi.com and sign up for speaking tips like this sent straight to your inbox. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next Communication Q&A.